when you're drunk, you don't make great life choices.
Thank you, Pip.
No, but he made a great Joker. Oh, so great. And the lines that he got to deliver, like soliloquy, sort of like long.
Yes. And whoever
great.
the scriptwriter was for that, well done them. Did you get the scriptwriter's name?
It was done with Christopher and Jonathan Nolan.
Well done them.
The Nolan brothers.
Yes, well done. Because it was of a higher level than your normal Batman crap.
As far as I'm not a great fan of Batman films, but I like a lot of the dialogue in this is really good.
Have you been enjoying the new Batman ones with the Superman and all the new DC stuff as they're trying to do Marvel clone movies?
They're okay films, but I still like I said, I'm a Marvel girl.
Ben Affleck, how is he for Batman for you?
I think Christian Bale does a better Batman.
Oh, okay.
I know, and everyone would totally disagree. They would say, "Oh, Ben Affleck would be a much better Batman," but I don't know. I just like I said, I like the contrast.
He's certainly taken it seriously, that role. And when I first heard that Ben Affleck was going to play Batman, I just thought, oh God, well that's Batman well and truly put in the hole.
I think he does all right, but it's just he's not my favourite portrayal of Batman.
No.
And I think with them trying to maybe do a similar film to the Marvel films, and they're all sort of a bit behind or whatever, it makes it just that little bit more difficult for them.
Yep.
So...
Yes, so Titans, if you're into Batman, watch that.
But in this, so you put this film up because of the magic movie moment last week.
Yep.
What did you think of the film, Paul?
Well,
because this is your first time seeing it.
It's my first time seeing it. You had the likes of Michael Caine doing a very, very good Alfred. Yes, thank you very much. And Morgan Freeman. So it certainly had the star power.
They had the star power there.
Yeah. So I'm not going to go swinging the axe at the actors because they did the allotted roles that they were given very well. I thought Morgan Freeman's character was your typical whatever. Honestly, that man could do I put up not long ago a thing where Morgan Freeman did this little ad just for a meme ad. For the internet.
Yes, I saw that. Yeah.
Yes, where he's just having
saying what had happened during the year
2018. Yeah. You know, it was just brilliant. Loved it. And yeah, Michael Caine can't do anything wrong. So
they're both very great men.
Excellent.
They do a great job.
Yes. As for who to cling a Batman, what's his name?
Christian Bale.
That's the man. Sure, why not?
Whatever for you.
Yeah, it just indifferent. So, I'm sure he did it. He wasn't offensive. So, yeah, great. Well done. 6 out of 10 for him.
Gary Oldman was in there.
Yes.
Commissioner Gordon.
In that movie, he doesn't really get a chance for his brilliance to shine.
It's a certain role that doesn't have great dialogue, doesn't have great things for him to
he
sort
must
of
get very
say or
frustrated
do.
doing that role.
I assume it's just a nice, easy role for him.
Well, maybe it's his.
No, it's the trilogy.
All right, dear, I'm off today. What are you doing today, dear? I'm just playing Commissioner Gordon. Fun.
It's not like The Darkest Hour, is it?
No, it's not. Not where he's actually going to act, but, he did this role very well, as you would expect. It's Gary Oldman.
But it's an easy role for him, yeah.
It's an easy one. Pick up the paycheck on the way out,
Do you know, Rachel is played by Maggie Gyllenhaal, and she's the sister of Jake, who plays Lewis Bloom in Nightcrawler.
No, I did not know that, Pip.
Well, there you go. I just I saw the names. I saw the names when I was writing it out, and I went, "Hey, brother and sister on the same film, like two films." I
must go and research it. Yes.
Well, no, not research. I just went, "Oh, it's the same last." Oh, that's right, because they're from that family. So I just found it interesting that we did 2 films and brother and sister on each film. And anyway, sorry.
Excellent.
It's irrelevant. Sorry. Gosh, I just come up with weird stuff. I really should think before I speak out loud.
I love how your mind works sometimes. It's great. It's good.
What did you think of Two-Face?
Two-Face?
Harvey Dent. Who I went to say Henry. Harvey.
Who played him again?
Aaron Eckhart.
What's he been in?
He's been in Thank You for Smoking.
No.
London Has Fallen. You haven't seen Thank You for Smoking?
No.
It's an interesting film.
It's not on my radar.
Well, it's not a fab film, but it's an all right film.
It sounds a little bit like Love Actually.
No. Thank You for Smoking looks at I think he's a lawyer in that, and it looks at this fights against cigarette companies.
That doesn't interest me.
Okay.
No, well, it just doesn't. It's just watching. It's like The Insider with Russell Crowe. Like, it was a very good film, made very, very well.
Oh no, I wouldn't put it up because it's. I wouldn't put it up because it's not. But I've seen it and it's interesting.
It's like when some people say they don't like war films. I understand. I can get their perception on that, and I go, "Yep, fine. I totally respect that." But when it comes into corporate lawyer movies, they just don't do it for me.
That's a film he's in.
It's all very Grisham for me. You know what I mean?
What did you think of Two-Face?
I think he did a good job.
Yeah?
I think he did a very good job. He was one of the stronger performances of the show. Why not? Well, you've got a strained look on your face like you've got to go poo or something.
No.
No?
When he turns from Harvey to Two-Face, I found that the going there was probably not... I mean, I understand he's seen, because he did a scene with Heath Ledger, the Joker, and he was... But I don't know, I thought it was almost a little bit weak. Why would he sort of totally fling that way? Okay,
so you thought he was a weak actor?
No. I just thought that written part there was a bit... I wanted a bit more. I understand why
he was a better actor than the script he was given.
Well, I just found... Stop trying to put words in my mouth.
I'm just trying to get into your head and understand what you're trying to say.
I mean, I know, yes, he was angry because there's cops who were the ones responsible for Rachel getting killed because, they basically handed her to the Joker and handed him to the Joker, etc. But going from this hero, this white knight...
Oh, here we go.
And taking the next totally extreme when she wasn't even clear whether she wanted to be with him anyway.
Pip,
so
it's not his fault. That was a script he was given.
I know, but I'm just saying.
And he could only say the words he was given.
I know.
And just because there's a break in the script...
But what was weird was there's a lot of great dialogue written in... There's some really great...
Not there at the crucial point where you had to make the transition.
So there's some great places where the dialogue's like, oh, yeah, that's great. And there's other parts that made you go, why was that even written in? Like when the SWAT team moving Harvey and that guy kept giving commentary from the passenger seat, that irritated me. I thought, why is he even talking?
Pip. You know my thoughts on this, and we've had this conversation many, many times, and I'm going to say only this to you. Pip, I agree.
But?
No, I agree wholeheartedly. I think they failed there. I think they failed to make the transition correctly.
Okay. Because it was all there.
You were right, and it grated. That was a really bad gaffe in the film. So well done there. I'm picking that up. I know it was a really glaring thing for you because that's how your brain's wired. But it was bad enough to annoy the likes of me, who's Captain Chaos.
Oh, okay. I feel better now.
I'm just going la, 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 running along with the film, and I'm just going... He's good, bad. What? Hey, sorry? What happened?
No, the good thing is because I got to watch this film a couple of times, It
was a massive failure. Whoever was writing the script,
they
had a really good opportunity to have they could have fixed it with a single soliloquy.
Oh, yes.
A single soliloquy where he's just rationalising from the good and transitioning to the evil.
With him, and the conversation I thought was steering towards that.
Yes,
but then
it just fell over and says, "Oh, look, there's chewing gum on my shoe," and away he went. And they missed the opportunity altogether. Where it could have been another scene, like the Joker scene in the investigation room. Do you know what I mean? It could have been another pivotal scene
because you can see why he would go that far.
Yep.
But to me, there wasn't enough.
No, you're absolutely correct.
But
well done, you.
So it was funny because there was parts of the film where I went, "Oh, there's a good magic movie moment. That's written really well." Heath Ledger does an awesome job there.
I'd like to speak at length about him in a minute when you've got a chance.
Go.
Oh, I thought he put his heart and his soul into it. And
he always does, though.
I read a little article because you know how I like to go off the beaten path for some of the stuff that I read about. These movies that we do. And Jack Nicholson had actually warned him about the playing the Joker because I
forgot he played Joker,
yes, because he said it's a very, very dark role and it will and the Joker will get into your head. And because that's why there is a great suspicion that he did in fact kill himself because the Joker role, he was playing the Joker. He was right in there, like you could see. Because he did such a good job, I think he sent himself a little bit mad doing it. I really do.
I'm not in a spot where I can make a comment on that?
It was such an organic experience watching him. Like, he wasn't acting. Do you know what I mean? He one of those rare times where you get to see a person just be somebody else. It happens every once in a while, and method actors do it best, and where they just inhabit the space that is that character. And he was clearly there, and I just don't think it's entirely possible there wasn't an exit sign there for him in his own mind. And I think a lot of other people suspect that was the case as well.
I don't know enough about it to make a comment, because I personally think surely you want, when you finish, you disconnect yourself from that.
We don't have control of our minds, Pip. None of us do. We think we do, but it's just our own minds and our own brains and the chemistry inside them lying to us, justifying.
I just thought the clocking off as you walk out and change your clothes.
No, it doesn't work like that. Because if we did do that, none of us would dream. I've lost you now, haven't I? No, but the fact that we've got a pressure valve inside our brains where we lay down, our sensory perception shuts down, and then all of a sudden our brain just spits out random crap all the way through the night. And some people believe that our dreams have got kind of influenced by the universe, and that they're, some people do, some people read tea leaves, some people, look at their horoscopes and go, gosh, that makes sense. All sorts of things. People are allowed to believe whatever they like.
I'm not saying they're not allowed to believe their things. I just don't know where you're going with this.
I'm not being judgmental. Whatever gets you through the day is fine. But I think, personally, that because our brains are geared in such a way, we can take, if you're getting yourself into a character, now you see, you haven't really done any acting, have you?
I've done no acting whatsoever.
All right. Okay. Now, I'm not going to say I'm the world's greatest actor, because clearly I'm not, okay? I drive garbage trucks. That's how successful an actor I am.
You've done amateur theatre.
I have self-awareness about this. I know where I am as an actor, but I understand the process. Is that fair?
If you say so.
I feel I do.
That's all right.
Okay? And I've done many shows. So
I know you've done a lot of amateur theatre.
So all I'm saying is I understand the basic process that's at work here.
Okay.
And the better the performance you can make is the more you can pour yourself into a particular role. And what happens is you step into that role, and sure, you can step out of it. But if that role is a dark role and you're playing a villain, and I've played villains, there's a little bit of that role that rolls around. If you're, for example, doing it for 2 weeks, for example, there's a little bit of that guy sitting inside your head who's watching you have toast in the morning, have coffee, and he's there, and he becomes his own small entity, and you can have all the self-control and all the rest of it and put him in a little cage, but he's there. And it just depends on the power of the role that we create in our mind as to how good a job we do as that villain, because then we unleash him as soon as we step onto the stage or when the movie camera comes up, sort of thing. And that role is given his own oxygen, and all of a sudden he bursts onto the screen or bursts onto the stage, and he has got full control of who you are until it shuts down. And it's not a case of just clocking off as you're walking out. You go out and then you've got to punch him back into submission afterwards. And if they're powerful characters that you've created in your own mind, you've created them.
Okay.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, I am getting the most bizarre look from the other side here. I'm just trying to explain the process a little bit. I'm not mad.
No,
I'm
the
not
reason why
mad.
I'm only saying okay is
I know
because
you're inching away ever so slightly on the other side of the table, but I'm not mad. But that's what you do. You've got to create the character, because if you do not create that character and that they are alive inside your mind, then they don't react organically.
Paul?
Yes?
The reason why you're getting this look is because, A, I don't have any experience in this because I'm not an actor, nor will I ever be because I don't hold any skills in that area. So therefore I can't give a comment on this. So I'm not going, no, you're wrong, Paul, or yes, I totally agree, because I don't actually have any, I don't know. I'd have to physically go and read what other villains, people who play villains, have done, because I can't base it all on Heath Ledger.
Okay, well, you're right, okay?
I will, during the week.
No.
During the week,
Yes.
I will go and see what other people who have played